Hello. I have decided to do my PowerPoint on the Hispanic culture. I'm very interested in this and I found it very interesting. So, some background information on the Hispanics is that the actual definition to be Hispanic is a Latin American people with Spanish speaking backgrounds and formerly ruled by the Kingdom of Spain. Today, most Hispanics are Roman Catholic or Protestant as their religion. They place a very high value on family, and it's not uncommon for many family members to live in the same house. They have very large families, and most of them have grandparents that take care of the children. And it is one of the fastest growing populations in the United States today. So, their attitudes towards death. So, since family is very important, the family has to be consulted before any medical care is decided. And instead of placing sick or dying family members in like nursing homes or hospitals, most family members like to take care of them themselves. They usually get like females that are unemployed to take care of their sick family members. Um, Most believe that the soul is eternal and that it continues on after death. During the period of the death on like the deathbed, the family may look to the priest to do the different rituals at the funeral and to show support. Most Hispanics believe death is a natural part of life, and I thought it was interesting, but I learned that during the funeral, it is okay for females to show emotion and cry, but males are supposed to stay strong and not show most any emotion at the funeral. And then after the death of the family member, the family and friends will gather and will join for a wake, and it is more of like a social event where they tell stories, eat, drink, and celebrate the life of the person that has died. So the different custom and rituals that they have is that when a person is on their deathbed, they are given last rites by a priest and anointed with holy oil to move on into the afterlife. This is also where they confess their sins that they've committed. So, and then the wake is again more of a social event where families and friends share stories, eat, drink. It's a kind of like a big party for them. Usually, they are traditionally buried like with a casket in the ground, but nowadays it's actually changing some because they do allow them to be cremated, but the ashes must be buried because they believe that during certain times in the year the dead return and they can only return if they are buried. So they celebrate the Day of the Dead, which we will talk about more in the next slide. So Dia de los Muertos is the Day of the Dead. It starts on October 31st and ends November 2nd. It goes back 3,000 years to the rituals honoring the dead in pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. Some Americans believe this is like their Halloween, but it's actually the day that they celebrate their deceased loved ones, and they believe that the border between the spirit world and the real world dissolves so the souls of the dead can come back and they enjoy food, drinks, dancing, and music with their loved ones. They also think that it's like a Halloween because an important symbol for the holiday is the skeletons and skulls, and lots of people will paint their faces to look like skeletons. They'll have skeletons out on the streets. It's pretty much a big party. They have parades through the streets where they get to be with their loved ones again. They will go to the grave sites and clean their graves off, pull weeds, plant flowers. They also, like the family members, will go and put like their favorite food of the deceased on there so they can enjoy it. And they have like a whole like the different days like have the different meanings for them. So it was really nice and really cool to get to research the Hispanic culture. It's kind of personal for me because some of my family members live in Panama. So I was able to research why they celebrate the Day of the Dead, what it means to them. so I was able to connect more with them. So it was nice to get to research about that and learn more about the Hispanic culture. And I really enjoyed getting to learn about this. So there's my works cited, and thank you for listening.